Moving on to the unison section then, what this allows you to do is to duplicate the number of waveforms that you're hearing. So for example, if I initialize the synth once again, so now we go back to a single sawtooth. At the moment we just have one voice in unison mode, so these dials won't do anything, neither will the octave setting below. But if I change it to a different number of voices, for example 2, instantly you can hear we get that kind of classic detuning effect, which gives it more character and more width, or the sense of more width. So it's a little bit like chorus there. If you like, we can go all the way up to 9 voices, which is a really large amount, which means we can create the kind of super saw sound, where you have lots of different waveforms all detuned with respect to each other. Obviously going too large with this setting here will make it very out of tune and nasty sounding. But if you want more of that character and perceived width without any of the nasty tuning artifacts, then you can set it to a smaller amount there. And then use density to kind of fine-tune this detuning to create a few more irregularities to make a bit more of a unique kind of unison sound. So yeah, set to a lower value there, it's kind of more like the just classic unison sound, but as I increase it, it becomes more distinctive as different kind of clusters of pitches start to become heard. A very cool thing about this is that you don't just have the option of setting one or more octaves here, but you can actually set different intervals as well. So if you want to create a very wideband sound, so like a lead that also has a lot of bass frequency, so it's very powerful in its own right, then you can just set an additional number of octaves here. But you can also set it to one of these different chords to create one or more intervals in the patch. Obviously you can hear as we increase the number of voices there, we increase the number of intervals that we get as well, so the number of notes that you hear. So as well as thickening the sound and adding additional voices there, you can also create different chords in order to create maybe a pad or lead sound of some sort.